We extend a very warm welcome to Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. This joint endeavor of maritime exchange is being attended by the speakers from 23 countries of Asia, America and Europe, to whom we extend a very hearty welcome. Namaskar. Taking the inspiration from the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, Atmanirbhar Bharat is the flight of India's aspiration from local to global. And on the other hand, India is setting new benchmarks in fostering global harmony and cooperation. So let's embark upon the promising journey of the Maritime India Summit 2021. May I now request the Honorable Union Minister of State, Independent Charge, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Government of India, Shri Mansukh Mandviya ji, to kindly give welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. It is my glad honor to that welcome Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji to these inaugural sessions of second edition of Maritime India Summit. It is under his visionary and dynamic leadership that the maritime sector in India is propelled to the forefront and is truly paving the way for becoming a key pillar of transport, trade and commerce for India. It is my pleasure to welcome Shri Vijay Rupani ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri J.S. Jagmohan Reddy ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, and Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel. I also welcome Mr. Benny Engelbrecht, Minister of Transport, Denmark, and Mr. Sultan Ahmad Bil Salyam, Group Chairman and CEO, DP World. I also welcome all the CEOs, speakers, government officials, industries associations, delegates, and friends in the media. This summit is an endeavor of the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways to connect with stakeholders and investors from around the world. By showcasing investment opportunities in various subsectors and identify areas of mutual cooperation and technology sharing with countries. Major ports, PSUs and authorities of my ministry have signed more than 400 MOUs for investment and compendium of around 400 investable projects have also been identified. I am also glad to inform that the summit is one of the biggest virtual summits in the world, with the participation of more than 1.7 lakhs registered participants from more than 100 nations. In these 3-day summits, we will have ministers from 8 nations, 50 plus global CEOs, and 160 plus speakers, which includes 115 international speakers from 24 nations. I am happy to inform you that Honorable Prime Minister is to launch Maritime India Vision 2030 today, which is prepared after 1-year-long extensive process. 14 specific subject groups were formed, comprising of senior government officials, CEOs, and other stakeholders to study all global best practices and global benchmarks. We have personally connected with 350 plus stakeholders through virtual roadshows, conference, and conduct more than 250 brainstorming sessions and identified several initiatives. Maritime India Vision 2030 is aiming to make the Indian maritime industries at par with top global benchmark in next 10 years. A subsidy scheme has been announced in the Union budget 2021-22 for Indian shipping companies to encourage more merchant ships with Indian flags. These initiatives will enhance training and greater employment opportunity for Indian seafarers. India has enacted Recycling of Ship Act 2019 and acceded to the Hong Kong International Convention. India aspires to grab at least 50% of the global ship recycling business. The capacity of recycling shipyards would be double from 4.5 million LDT by 2024. By engaging and investing in Chabhar, India has taken a bold step of negating the geographical constraint on India's immediate west and is leading the regional cooperation and joint efforts to support landlocked Afghanistan and other CIS countries. A dedicated session on Chabhar is being organized on day 3 of MIS 2021 to discuss various aspects of the project development and the way forward. I would like to assure all stakeholders in the sectors and investors from across the globe that Government of India is all geared up for facilitating and grounding the investment in the maritime sector and to play our role in the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Shri Mansukh Mandviya ji. Today we are deeply honored to be joined by the esteemed foreign dignitaries. May I now invite Mr. Benny Engelbrecht, Honorable Minister of Transport, Denmark, to kindly offer his remarks.
Thank you very much, and a very good morning to everyone. Thank you for the invitation, and a special thank you to Prime Minister Modi and Minister Mandviya. It is a great honor to be here today at this impressive virtual event. Denmark and India have strengthened the bilateral relations in the recent years, also concerning maritime affairs. And therefore, I am very pleased to announce that Denmark is joining the Maritime India Summit today as a partner country. This testifies to the value and importance of our relationship. The Danish government has set an ambitious goal to reduce our CO2 emissions with 70% by 2030 and to become climate neutral before the year 2050. This goal is guiding our effort at national level as well as our international activities and bilateral relations, and we have launched several initiatives. This includes the Danish Green Future Fund with a total capacity of 3.3 billion euros to develop innovative green solutions. I know that the esteemed Prime Minister Modi and the Indian government is also deeply committed to the green agenda, and in 2020, our two Prime Ministers agreed on a green strategic partnership between Denmark and India. To me, the green strategic partnership between Denmark and India is a great example of our international collaboration and help accelerate the green transformation of our two countries. And I look forward to further strengthening our bilateral ties and cooperation in the context of this important partnership. In the maritime domain, Denmark is working closely together with the Ministry of Ports and Waterways on a number of important issues, including improving maritime digitalization and maritime safety. Green safety shipping is and will be a priority for both our countries, considering the urgent need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from ships. Global shipping accounts for 2 to 3% of the global CO2 emissions, and collaboration at IO and bilateral is needed to achieve zero emission shipping. In this context, and thanks Denmark, and also facilitated the launch of the Getting to Zero Coalition Initiative for Decarbonization of Shipping. Denmark is home to many industrial leaders supplying innovative green solutions to global markets, and there is a huge potential for further strengthening the commercial relations and trade between Denmark and India. Danish companies have ambitious plans to accelerate the transition to carbon neutral shipping with net zero emissions with operations by 2050. I know that Danish companies are already working together with Indian partners on supplying maritime equipment, on ship design, and on shipbuilding projects. I'm certain that Denmark's expertise in key areas such as offshore wind and power-to-X technology, where clean energy is converted to liquid fuel for trucks, ships, and planes, can also be part of great value to India in the next years to come. Another example is green ferries. Last year in 2020, the Danish e-ferry named Ellen started operations and ferries between Denmark and Sweden in retrofitted so that they can combine diesel and power and battery power to reduce emissions. And this year, a new electric ferry will start operating between Danish and the island. By combining Danish maritime expertise and experiences with India's expertise and industrial capability, we can develop global projects to innovative solutions that create green jobs and sustainable growth and reduce global emissions. I sincerely hope that the many presentations and discussions will result in new partnerships and joint initiatives that will help accelerate global competitiveness and green transformation of the maritime sector in our countries. I am happy to note that the Danish Maritime Authority and Danish maritime companies and stakeholders are participating at the event to discuss maritime issues and to identify areas of cooperation. Again, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of the opening of Maritime India Summit. I look forward to continuing and further developing the cooperation between our nations.
Thank you, sir. Today, on this historic occasion, we will witness launch of Maritime India Vision 2030, which envisages investment of over $40 billion with the potential to generate over 2 million direct and indirect employment. We now request the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, to kindly release the e-book Maritime India Vision 2030.
Maritime sector facilitates over 95% of India's EXIM trade and is a key employment generator for the nation. Recognizing the pivotal importance of the sector, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, under the able guidance and leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, has embarked on a path-breaking journey named Maritime India Vision 2030 to reform and transform ports, shipping and waterways of India and energize them up as we sail towards Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Whenever ports are more efficient, it contributes to India being Atmanirbhar and a global hub for trade as well as logistics.
The Maritime India Vision 2030 identifies 5 key areas to propel India's growth into the next decade. The government has planned several initiatives to create world-class port infrastructure, which will reduce logistics costs and benefit MSME and manufacturing sector in the country, and drive realization of both Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India for the world. Government has identified 39 berths which would be operated on PPP basis. Maritime India Vision plans to implement several digital initiatives which will increase operational efficiency and benefit stakeholders across shipping, trade and logistics. A landmark reform was the passing of the Major Port Authorities Act 2021, aimed at giving impetus to operational efficiency for major ports. MIV 2030 will deliver tangible benefits to the logistics, manufacturing and agricultural stakeholders. 5 key pillars of India's shipping reforms would not only pin India at the top of the global marine map, but also boost local manufacturing, recycling, tourism, creating millions of job opportunities. The vision seeks to significantly increase Indian tonnage on Indian-built and Indian-flagged vessels. Most Indian shipping breaking yards today are Hong Kong Convention compliant, and the government is committed towards doubling the capacity and making India the #1 destination for shipbreaking globally. Cruise traffic in the country has risen 5 times, driven by timely and visionary policy-level interventions in the sector. Vision lays out multiple initiatives for India to be the preferred global destination for maritime education, research and training. The Maritime India Vision 2030 offers to take multiple steps in augmenting navigational capacity, seeking private partnership, and all-inclusive and sustainable development for freight passenger and tourism network for our national waterways. In addition to cargo, river cruise tourism will be provided support and impetus. The development of water aerodromes and the provision of seaplane service for the benefit of passengers and tourists is being jointly undertaken by Ministry of Civil Aviation and the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways of the Government of India. Vision 2030 also provides a roadmap for a comprehensive development and promotion of urban water transport system across major urban centers, which will provide a safe, low-cost mode of transport for citizens. Maritime India Vision 2030 takes Indian maritime sector to world-class levels, generating more than 3 lakh crores of investment, more than 20 lakh jobs, and will provide an unparalleled platform for our port-dependent MSME and local farmers to export their products by gaining access to national and international markets. Led by a visionary leader and followed by a nation, the vision is all set to lead us to an unprecedented phase of development and prosperity.
Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, sir. We now request the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, India, Shri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy ji, to kindly share his views with us.
Esteemed Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, Union Minister for Ports, Shipping and Waterways, Shri Manshukh Mandavia ji, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan ji, Union Minister for Petroleum and Steel, Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Vijay Rupani ji, Minister of Transport, Denmark, Mr. Benny Engelbrecht, Group Chairman and CEO DP World, Mr. Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayem ji, dignitaries from India and abroad, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. I am confident that India could achieve global significance in the world maritime landscape under the able and inspiring leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. India in general and the coastal states in particular have unlocked the true potential of the port economy as a driver for industrial growth. and I believe the Maritime India Summit 2020-21 will stand as a remarkable milestone in this illustrious journey. Today, 95% of India's trading by volume and 70% by value is through maritime transport. Indian ports handled approximately 1.2 billion metric tons of cargo traffic in the year 2019-20. And much required policy reforms like 100% FDI, Make in India, Sagarmala and Bharatmala have been introduced to ensure exponential growth in the sector. I'm sure that Maritime India Vision 2020-30 document would certainly stand as a testament to the government's commitment in this regard. Sir, I believe that the importance of blue economy in a nation's growth story extends much beyond the maritime trade and the export-import statistics. The true value of blue economy is unlocked only when all the allied sectors which are directly and indirectly dependent on the oceans, such as aquaculture, maritime and coastal tourism, chemical and biotechnological exploration, shipbuilding and other port-related industries also mature enough to provide sustainable employment and growth opportunities. The draft of the first ever national fishing policy released by the Government of India in September 2020 is an example of several such solid steps taken in this direction. Honorable Prime Minister, Sir, drawing inspiration from your focused agenda to take India's maritime economy to the next level, Andhra Pradesh state government has taken up a lot of transformative steps to leverage its coastal line of 974 kilometers, which is the second longest in India and the longest on the eastern coast of the country, sir. Today, I am proud to say that Andhra Pradesh is ranked number 1 in the country in Ease of Doing Business Rankings 2020-20, released by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. See, one of the factors, sir, that contributed to this achievement is the state government's consistent efforts in developing port infrastructure, support ecosystem, and encouraging port-led industrialization. Andhra Pradesh has one major port in Visakhapatnam, sir, 5 functional state ports, and 10 other notified state ports with world-class facilities that handle more than 170 million tons of cargo per annum, second only to Gujarat. Andhra Pradesh state shares 4% of the total Indian exports, and we aim to reach 10% share by 2020-30, sir. In recent times, several industrial nodes have come up in the state with ports as the focal point for development to further unlock the potential offered by the long coastline of AP. The government of Andhra Pradesh has undertaken development of 3 greenfield ports at Ramayapatnam, Machilipatnam and Bhavanpadu on an innovative model that mitigates all risks associated with the greenfield port development, thereby making the port operation a risk-free proposition for the private sector. After the development of the port by the government, the operator of the port would be selected on competitive bidding basis, ensuring maximum revenue realization for the government and providing risk-free investment opportunity to the investor. These all-weather, deep-drafted ports are all set to be operational by 2020-23, creating an additional capacity of at least 100 million tons of cargo per annum in the short term, with a potential to grow leaps and bounds in the long term. In order to ensure that the ports operate at their fullest capacities, the state government has consciously taken steps to attract large investments in the sectors ranging from manufacturing, petrochemicals, food processing, pharmaceuticals, etc., which are port dependent. The state government, with the support of the Government of India, while promoting skilling by establishing an aqua university, has also undertaken the development of 8 fishing harbours, establishment of testing labs and cold chain facilities to provide better ecosystem for the aquaculture, thereby increasing the share of aqua-related cargo from the ports. All such well-calibrated interventions are designed to promote port-based industries and develop new economic cities driven by the ports all along the coastline of Andhra Pradesh. Lastly, sir, I would like to extend my invitation to the representatives from various companies from India and abroad attending this summit through the Government of India to invest in Andhra Pradesh, and I assure you the best environment for your operations and the fullest support in making your endeavor a successful one. I would like to conclude my speech by once again congratulating the Honorable Prime Minister for his vision behind organizing this spectacular summit with such large number of luminaries from across the world, sharing their ideas and experiences, and thus paving a progressive path for the future of Indian maritime economy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, Andhra Pradesh. Sagarmanthan, the Mercantile Maritime Domain Awareness Center, MMDAC, is an information system for enhancing maritime safety, search and rescue capabilities, security and marine environment protection in Indian Ocean region. Working towards clean seas and coastline, MMDAC is also dedicated towards India's commitment to Swachh Bharat. May I request the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji to kindly launch Sagarmanthan Mercantile Maritime Domain Awareness Center, MMDAC.
Indian shipping is on the path of remarkable growth. Shipping has inherent challenges requiring constant vigil for ensuring safety and security of life at sea, environment protection and emergency response. An effective maritime domain awareness requires continuous flow of information of the vessel, wind speed, wave heights and bathymetric information. Vision of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi for global safety, security and growth for all in the region, and using his 10-point agenda for disaster risk reduction led to the setting up of the Mercantile Maritime Domain Awareness Center, MMDAC, called Sagarmanthan. The center is a first of its kind setup using satellite technology and imagery, radio technology, electronic navigational charts, meteorological and oceanic data, and information technology to generate maritime domain awareness for keeping our ships safe, secure, and our marine environment clean. It envisages receiving digital information regarding oceanic data, surface weather information, and identification and location information of ships to overlay on electronic navigational charts to provide complete maritime domain awareness. MMDAC consists of LRIT, which receives information about location of Indian ship anywhere in the world and foreign ships within 1,000 nautical miles of coastline. DG Com Center, which coordinates the communication and response of emergencies, and maritime.
आयुर्वेदों के गुणों से भरा कृपा शक्ति आयुर्वेदा। क्या आप इंसुलिन लेते हैं? क्या आपके शरीर में सूजन रहती है? कंधा, कमर हो या घुटने का दर्द, लीवर की दिक्कत हो या फिर किडनी की समस्या, मधुमेह से हमेशा के लिए छुटकारा पाएं, दवा छोड़ें, आयुर्वेदा अपनाएं। कृपा शक्ति आयुर्वेदा, 5 से 7 महीने में सफल इलाज, 100% आयुर्वेद।